Hey guys, welcome back to the DC show.
In this video, we're going to discuss some upcoming news and rumors.
Is the House of Mouse moving on up to Cupertino? Stick around.
All right, guys. So our first topic is more about the Fantastic Four casting rumors. They still haven't officially announced anything, but it's been heavily speculated that Vanessa Kirby may have already signed on as Sue Storm before the strike.
Yeah, I think we have D23 September, I want to say. So hopefully the strikes will be over by then and they'll feel like they can actually talk about stuff and have actors actually be there. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, I think that's as soon as we'll get an official announcement, but it's sounding more and more like she actually is going to be our Sue Storm.
Yeah, and they've been going back and forth on the Reed Richards from Adam Driver to, was it Matt Smith or something from one of the...
I just did hear that rumor.
There's been a few other people that they've, Dev Patel and a few other people in the past. Mm-hmm. But obviously nothing's concrete on any of it. The other one that had been pretty popular was, they said it was a JQ that they said for Johnny Storm. So people were saying, it's going to be Jack Quaid from The Boys. And he's like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
And they even joked about we already have our own Fantastic Four, showing a picture of The Boys.
Nice.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But the JQ that they're thinking of is probably Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things. So there's a good chance he could be playing Johnny Storm.
Which I'd be cool with that casting.
Yeah. So
yeah, I think that'd be good. I really like him in Stranger Things. So that'd be cool.
I haven't heard anything new about casting for Ben Grimm for The Thing, but obviously they're looking for a Jewish actor, and last I heard was David Diggs. But
yeah, and I heard that he wasn't necessarily out, but
sure,
still nothing confirmed with him either. So, but yeah, I mean the Vanessa Kirby thing, I think we both agree that would be a really good casting. Yeah. We talked about it already on our channel before, but she was asked about it on the red carpet for Mission Possible, and she said it would be an honor to play Sue Storm.
Yeah,
so
she cut out of it pretty quick.
She did. Yeah, she bailed. I mean, it was cool that she said that, opposed to I don't know anything about it. I've never talked to them, but so,
I think that's why a lot of fans are thinking that she was cast or is going to be cast, if not officially.
Yeah.
So, which would be cool.
Yeah, and then the only other Fantastic Four news is that we had this change to the logo, right? This dramatic change to the logo.
Slight change that one of the, I guess the artist for the original one that came out in 2020 said that the Marvel had changed up the logo. So there's a little bit more of a flare in the lines, or it kind of crosses a little bit more.
Yeah, the lines kind of just keep going. They don't stop.
I'll put up a picture on it.
I don't know. I kind of like it better.
Yeah, I think it looks better. That's probably why they did it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know.
It's not a huge difference.
I don't know how that works, though, in the art world, though. When you design something and then they change it, is it still credited to him as... I mean, I guess as long as he got paid for the job, then it probably doesn't matter. If they bought the rights to the art,
piece,
then,
I'm sure they can tweak it.
Yeah. So. My brother could probably answer that question. Jeff, is that okay? Does it work?
Comment down below and let us know, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, comment down below and let us know. And then share your video or share the video on your social media. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He's done it before.
Yeah.
No one in the art world cares about comic stuff, apparently. But
what? You would think that artists would care about comics.
Well, it's movie. We talking about movie stuff more than comics. But
yeah.
I know. I kid, Jeff. I kid. But no, go ahead and do it, please.
Yes, please.
All right, guys. So we have a little tiny bit of an update for Jonathan Majors. The trial was supposed to start back on the 3rd of August. And, everyone got there for the trial and they said, you know what? We're not ready. The prosecution asked for more time for discovery, which is basically when they're compiling their evidence, getting together their witness lists and stuff like that, getting together all the evidence that they'll then have to give to the defense and to the court to prepare for the case. So I believe the new court date is September 6th. So hopefully this gets resolved quick. I'm sure Disney would like some sort of resolution for this before D23.
Not before Loki season 2 comes out, but that'd be nice too, of course, because he's in at least part of it, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, they've kind of somewhat embraced him in the stuff. They've shown him a little bit in the promotional stuff, although they really limited his dialogue in the trailers for Loki season 2. But I mean, he's in it. He's going to be in the show. At this point, they're committed. They're not going to be able to kind of go back and refilm any of those scenes. So hopefully, hopefully the case gets thrown out. That would be the best situation, right? They settle outside of court. Everything's done. We still really don't know anything.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it doesn't look great for the prosecution still not being ready to move forward with their case, considering,
Get all this evidence up.
They've had it. Yeah, it's been months, so I don't understand what the holdup is there, but there's a lot of other speculation. There was some rumors about his ex-girlfriend fleeing the country, and that's why they couldn't move forward with the start of the trial. I don't believe that's the case. Regardless if she did or did not leave the country, the start of the trial, I believe they'd be doing like jury selection and stuff. She does not need to be there for that. She will almost for sure. I'm not sure the laws in New York. She will have to probably testify. But I mean, I've been on a case before where the victim was there just to testify, and she was not there for the entire rest of the trial. So,
blame her if she's legit a victim,
Yeah, definitely.
Which
definitely.
we don't know, but
yeah. So I don't think you could draw any conclusions from that, regardless if she was or was not in the country. I don't think that's what held things up at all. Of course that feeds into like, oh, she's guilty, they're coming after her, but they have not gone after her at all. They did have that kind of the ticket they gave her saying, hey, we might be coming to talk to you, bring you into the station. Then even the police department dropped that too. So we don't know. We really don't know anything at this point. Hopefully beginning of September, we'll start to get some answers, and hopefully that trial moves quickly.
Hopefully everything kind of like lines up and coincides with the trial and maybe getting dismissed along with the writers and actor strikes. And then hopefully can get back on track with making some new stuff.
Yeah. Hopefully some stuff starts moving along quickly.
That'd be nice, but we'll see.
Yep. See what happens.
All right, guys. Our next topic is Corey's favorite superhero movie of the year, Blue Beetle.
Most anticipated. Yes.
Yeah. So that comes out this weekend. I mean, we're filming it on a Wednesday. It's coming out this Friday.
He's joking, by the way.
What?
About me being excited.
I'm not joking about that. Corey is so excited for it.
It's so weird. I didn't know Power Rangers were in the DC universe.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a mixture of Power Rangers and Iron Man with little Dr. Octopus arms. I don't know. It's kind of a mixture of things. And you were telling me what was it?
Well, I think the first trailer they released show him like he's on like by this pool, like this really nice property and stuff. He's this rich guy, and then it turns out he's like there like to clean or whatever, right?
Kind of the same bit they did with Shang-Chi.
Yeah, they did with Shang-Chi. He steps out of this really nice car, and then you find out he's just a valet.
Yeah,
I don't know. And then
people are going to repeat jokes and stories. It happens, but yeah, it was a little bit cheesy. But
it was too soon.
It's got decent reviews for so far. It's like 82% on Rotten Tomatoes as of today.
For critics, right?
From the critics, yeah. I saw a few other reviews that looked pretty rough. But I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. I mean, I would check it out, but I don't know for sure if I'll see it in theaters. Yeah. But I don't mind watching it.
Yeah, I probably won't take the time to go down to the theater and watch this one in the theater. I mean, I suppose if
you hear some really good stuff.
Yeah, if I heard really good stuff from people that I really trust their opinions, then maybe I would. But I think for now, I'm gonna not go see that one in the theater. And
if I do, I'll do an out of the theater or something, kind of a quick review.
Yeah, and if you guys got a chance to check it out, leave a comment down below. Let us know if you liked it.
Yeah, is it worth checking out? Should we go see it?
Yeah, you know what? And if you recommend it, then we'll go see it.
There you go.
So, but yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, critic reviews are one thing. Viewer reviews are another. I think the viewer reviews line up with my opinion more often than the critic reviews.
True.
But everyone's got their own opinion. Everyone likes a certain thing or dislikes a certain thing. So
time will tell. I guess we'll see how it goes. I heard there was a couple of post-credit scenes that kind of like really set up the future of the DC. So
because he is going to be, I think, the only one that's going to really move on, right? Like still have like an Aquaman movie, but we're pretty sure that Jason Momoa is not going to continue playing that character in like this new.
Still calling it Chris Pratt for the new Aquaman. That's my guess.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, maybe James Gunn. He's definitely going to want to bring over some of his guys. So. But you may love Blue Beetle and I might hate it, or maybe I'll love it and you'll hate it. Like everyone's got their own opinions, so we'll see.
Maybe we'll both love it.
Or we'll both hate it.
We love James Gunn, even though he didn't have anything to do with it.
But
so he's had high praise of it, but I know it's his company.
He's allowing the movie to come out.
So
there's that. There's something there. Yeah.
I mean, Flash, he was talking so high praise, and a lot of people weren't too happy with the CGI. Mostly.
It was okay. I think I gave it what it was like a 4 or 5 on the fun meter. Actually, I think I said like 6 times. I think I said fun. My Flash trailer.
Fun. I haven't watched it yet though.
Yeah. But I mean, that movie was okay. I think I liked it more than some people, but that one looked good to me though. That's the difference. Like the trailers sold that one for me, and Blue Beetle, not so much.
Yeah.
Just my opinion. And I'm often wrong.
Yeah. So let us know if you liked it.
All right, guys. So our next topic is going to be a little bit of news about Doctor Strange 3. And it sounds like it's going to be maybe
Possibly
based on a comic line.
Yeah, and possibly an adaptation of a series called Time Runs Out, which is pretty amazing and complex storyline that I'm not going to get into detail right now, but I will put up a few good videos that did go into detail about it and kind of explain it more. But it's kind of basically, Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom are kind of like trying to figure out what's going on with these like incursions that are going on between all these different, multiverses, which is kind of what's been set up in Doctor Strange 2 with the incursions. And then there's a bunch of different groups that are all kind of playing it's called a war of worlds, where they're trying to like, basically, if you destroy an Earth as they're trying to, as the incursion's happening, if one of the Earths is destroyed, it saves both universes, even if it destroys that planet in that universe. But essentially that's better than an incursion, which will destroy both universes. Yeah. So they're kind of like trying to destroy these worlds, these different groups like the Beyonders and the Black Priests. And they're saying that possibly that Doctor Strange could be, leading this group of the Black Priests, but he's also in the Illuminati. And then there's the group of multiversal Avengers. It's pretty complex.
It gets very complex. I'd never read the comic series.
Molecule Man's involved, and he's pretty powerful. Yeah. And
you sent me a video talking about it, and I was watching it, and I was just like, okay.
I'll put up a few of the screen grabs of those videos and maybe link them if you want to check those out, because it is pretty cool. It's not confirmed that this movie's going to be based off that, but definitely a lot of the stuff they set up.
They do, yeah. The end credit scene for Doctor Strange 2 did seem to set that up with Clea showing up and talking about stopping incursions and whatnot. So that sounds very much like what you're saying could happen.
And they can't, and just like with all the other comic stories, they don't do the complete story. I mean, we talked about Gore, the God Butcher, kind of getting
Gore, the child kidnapper.
Yeah, pretty much. Didn't really kill too many gods in that movie, but there's only so much time in a movie, and it's kind of hard. I wish they would do, if they're going to do more series on Disney Plus, to make them like 10 to 12 episodes or longer episodes, something, so they can really tell these stories. But it's a lot of money, a lot of CGI, a lot of time. It's hard to do.
Yeah. And I don't think we were initially planning on talking about it, but there is kind of some rumors about them backing off on the Disney Plus shows, know? So yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's both for Marvel and for Star Wars. We have the Ahsoka show coming out soon, and some of the run times have kind of been leaked by someone who's got a pretty good track record. Like the third episode's like 30 something minutes, like 31 Hopefully minute after good, credits.
Yeah, that's not,
the first one's supposed to be like 50 plus minutes, which was a good sign. Like, cool, we're going to get almost hour long shows, but and it's only 6 episodes, and the third one's 30, like barely over 30 minutes.
They're investing like $200 million per show on these 6 episodes, and just a lot of time and money that they could probably be spending elsewhere. And with potential of something we're going to talk about a little bit later, they might be needing to sell off some of these different properties and things at Disney to make it happen. So I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah. But ultimately, like we've talked about before, I'm not a huge fan of the multiverse stuff. I really want things to kind of be reined back in. I think they're too committed at this point.
Yeah.
They need to finish out all this multiverse stuff. The Secret Invasions and all this stuff, and Secret Wars, and this Secret Invasion wasn't really multiversal too much, or at all really.
No.
But Secret Wars, the movie's coming up, right? And then
King
Dynasty stuff,
Fantastic Four.
There's a lot.
Loki season 2 is definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So we'll see. I hope this, we got a couple more years maybe of this stuff, and then they kind of wrap that up and then move on to, like we talked about, like an X-Men, phase.
Which we didn't say we're going to talk about Deadpool 3 too much, but there was more rumors about potential castings for Deadpool 3, and obviously take this all with a grain of salt as well.
Sure.
But there was some fan castings prior, to Hugh Jackman coming back, of who they would like to play Wolverine. And one of them is heavily rumored to possibly be that Wolverine variant that might be Wolverine going forward in the MCU. And that's Taron Egerton. Yeah. There's obviously a lot of fan art, which I'll put up, that's been out for a while. But apparently he's talked with Marvel a few different times. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on with the strikes and everything where they, probably aren't really doing too much, but it's possible. And,
I think their managers and stuff are allowed to talk to the studios still, but I think they just can't do any actual work.
Like acting.
Yeah, no acting. The writers can't write. So
So we'll see. And obviously there's a few other rumored people. One of them, being a pretty big name would be Taylor Swift, possibly as Dazzler.
Yeah.
Was one of the X-Men. So
she's going to practically play herself.
Yeah. So, and she's been rumored to be playing Dazzler a few different times in the past. So I don't think anyone would be surprised if it happened.
Yeah.
But
I'd be okay with it.
Yeah. So there's going to be some pretty cool cameos and stuff, because as it's rumored that is Deadpool and Wolverine are going to like pretty much kill off some of the universes, potentially the Fox X-Men.
It's the way it appears.
Maybe some of the stuff, there's been rumors of Ben Affleck's Daredevil being on set, Jennifer Garner as Elektra being on set. There's been a few of those that have been either confirmed or like heavily rumored. So there's going to be some of that universe being killed off for sure.
Yeah.
As they move forward, which they kind of have to do, which it'll be funny because it's Deadpool. So they'll be able to do it in a hilarious way. We need to get this strike over so we can get back to work. I say me, but I mean the actors and writers.
Yeah, and so speaking of which, so right now, it's been several months that the writer strike's been going on. Yeah. Actor strike started shortly afterwards. There's some rumors that there's been a push by management at Netflix and by Iger over at Disney to come up with a new deal to offer the writers initially. Yeah. Hopefully eventually lead into the actors as well.
Might have a third party arbiter or some kind of a system that basically tracks all the residuals for the writers and actors potentially, so they can all be paid fairly.
Yep.
And hopefully avoid, having to use AI. That's one of the big things I know as well.
Yeah, so a lot of these streaming services don't want to share their numbers and their data.
Which is weird, but
that's one of the reasons they would need this third party to be able to track all that, but also to kind of come up with a fair number that they should be paid for those residuals. Sure. So not just the numbers.
It's a little more complex than how it used to be for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's some of the stories you hear about, like, we got a check for $1. I've
seen
it's crazy.
People residual checks for like change, little change.
Yeah.
But what it is, beggars can't be choosers. If you're in a smaller project, you're not going to get huge.
Some of the projects weren't small though. Some of the stuff I've heard,
Okay, well,
but they didn't negotiate that ahead of time because
Margot Robbie's going to get $50 million in back pay from Barbie or whatever. How well that's done. So I mean, it all depends on who you are and what movie you're in too.
Yeah, I mean, times have changed. Contracts are different now. Some of these shows that were never on streaming because streaming didn't exist at the time, then went to streaming later on.
True.
Became really big on streaming too.
Yeah.
And they're
now got to pay these people.
Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what comes out. Hopefully some news soon, man, because like we were saying, we're gonna end up with this major void in media. Entertainment is gonna just be
everyone's gonna be posting on X, Twitter.
Yeah.
Because they're paying their content creators if they get ad share revenue now. I've seen a lot of people get like thousands of dollars per month just for posting stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Wow. But I mean, we don't even have late night talk shows anymore. That started right from the writers' strike because the writers for those shows can't write anymore. So
true.
It's a bummer, man. We just got so much content we're missing out on, and then when it comes back, we're still gonna have all the stuff backlogged.
With that being said, there is so much content out there. Maybe it gives us a chance to catch up on some stuff.
For sure it does. You're right about that.
I started watching Midnight Mass yesterday. That was pretty interesting. Netflix show. It's kind of a more scary, suspenseful show. I'm not going to get too much into it, but it's been out for a little while, so I don't.
Nice. I ended up just watching a Netflix original called Another Life, a sci-fi show with Katie Sackhoff, who plays Bo-Katan in The Mandalorian. Yeah. She's done a lot of sci-fi shows and stuff. That was pretty interesting. It's not a brand new show, but I had seen the first season a long time ago. Just finished second season. Give me something to watch. So.
Another good show that I know you've seen, Eastbound and Down, correct?
I haven't watched all of it, but I've seen some of it.
Yeah. So
little Kenny Powers.
Yeah. He's had a few other shows. He's had Vice Principals, and then he had, which was really funny as well. And now he has The Righteous Gemstones, which they're have the third season out, and they've been working on the fourth season, but with the strike and everything. But that show's hilarious. If you get a chance to check out The Righteous Gemstones, really funny show.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it, but I have not watched it yet.
Yeah. Our final topic for today has been rumored for a little while now is that Disney might be trying to sell off to Apple.
Yeah. Disney's been talking kind of, or at least rumors and whispers that they've been trying to sell off some of the stuff, like possibly selling off ABC and selling off ESPN.
Some of their other like networks and stuff.
Yeah, unload some of their networks and stuff so that they are a little bit more streamlined of a platform for someone like Apple, who has their Apple TV Plus that's been pretty successful. It seems crazy because Disney's this huge company, right? Worth a crap ton of money.
Lucasfilms, Marvel Studios, they have all these different things.
Theme parks.
Theme parks, their merch. They make so much money. But like you were telling me that Apple, with how much Apple's worth, they could buy them 15 times over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Apple's huge. I mean, I
Huge
believe they're the
company.
largest company in the world. I believe. I know they're the first trillion dollar company.
I think
Now
they're around 3 trillion or so worth. I don't know. It's crazy.
It's insane. Yeah.
So they definitely have the means to do so. And with the Apple TV Plus streaming, I mean, they could easily incorporate that. I mean, the pricing may go up as far as their subscriptions.
Oh, I'm sure it would. Yeah.
But they would have so much content into just one big streaming app, which,
Yeah.
you know, it wouldn't be quite a monopoly because there's other streamers out there, but they would be the biggest.
Yeah, and that would be the argument, right? Would it get held up legally? I don't think so. I mean, Apple doesn't make their money from that kind of content. I mean, they make some money probably from Apple TV Plus, but they're putting so much money in. I wouldn't be surprised if they're actually not turning a profit on it yet, because they have the cheapest. It's one of the absolute cheapest streaming services, $8 a month. They don't have an ad-based plan that's cheaper. That's it, man. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, HBO Max is like 15, content. I think, minimum. So yeah, and it's Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision. You get the premium content, 4K everything, and there's no upcharges for it. Like my Netflix, I'm paying like $20-something a month because I want it in 4K.
I mean, granted, Apple will increase their prices at some point, but it seems like Netflix does it quite frequently.
Well, Apple did just go up recently. They were $5 a month, and it went to $8.
Still pretty inexpensive currently.
Yeah. And for a long time when they first came out, they were giving people free service, like during the pandemic.
It's like a free for a year when it first came out or something. If you bought a new phone
if you bought any new like Apple device, they pretty much gave you like a year. And then after that year ended, the pandemic hit, and they kept it going for like 6 months before they started charging people. Okay. So, but what I'm getting at is, I mean, Disney is theme parks and this streaming service. Apple is just a small player in that streaming service right now. And like you said, there's a ton of other ones out there,
Too many.
There are too many. And there's been talks about there being some potentials for future bundling where different like streaming companies were going to come together.
Hulu and Disney, would they sell off Hulu too? Or would Hulu be
Disney owns the majority of Hulu. Yeah. So Hulu would go with.
Okay. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Because then it could possibly combine like 3 apps.
Yeah, because at least here in the United States, we don't have Stars or whatever, so we have Hulu that has all the Fox productions. Mm-hmm. So, like the Alien franchise, for example, like that's not going to be on Disney Plus. They're coming out with
They should make her a Disney princess, though.
She is technically a Disney princess.
Yeah.
Ellen Ripley is definitely a Disney princess.
I meant like the Queen.
Oh, the Queen Alien.
Yeah, she should be like the Disney like.
Well, she's a queen. She is an evil queen. Yeah. But Ellen Ripley is a Disney princess. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she did technically.
And Dee Reynolds from Always Sunny got that. She's technically a Disney princess too.
There you go.
FX.
There you go. Yeah.
Just saying. Anyway,
but yeah, so I don't think that would get held up legally. I don't think there would be any reason. It's definitely would not.
We should probably try because it
would go through the court. I think it has to go. Any big merger like that has to go through the courts.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but
I don't know.
All right, guys, let us know which of these topics you're excited about, and let us know if there's any future topics you'd like us to cover.
Be sure to like and subscribe,
and have a marvelous day. The House of the Mouse moving to Cupertino.
You can say that if you want.
Will anyone know what I'm talking about other than big nerds like us?
Doesn't really matter. We don't have that many people watching.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey guys, welcome back to the DC show.
In this video, we're gonna sorry.
No worries. Go ahead. All right. Let us know what you think about Kenny Powers.
And have a
marvelous day.
Okay,
that's fine. I was like, we didn't talk about the ending at all.
Sure, so. I didn't know anything else to say.
Yeah, I know.
Any more to say about it?
I mean, we could say like, tell us some stuff to talk about because it's really light in the news right now.
Yeah.
With the writers and actors strikes, we're not getting a lot of stuff to talk about.
It's true.
Except for talking about the fact that there's nothing to talk about.
There you go.
It's like a weird circular paradox. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that, and I'll say about the.
Sorry. All right. What am I gonna do? All right. All right, guys. Let us know if you're no, not that. Don't do that. Let me try that again. Do it. Was that a Shia or Arnold? What was going on there? I don't even know.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right, guys, let us know in the comments down below if you're as excited as I am for Blue Beetle.
That's funny. Should like and subscribe. Have a marvelous day.
Marvelous day.
Woo! That's fun.
Okay.
Let's do it again. Nerd babies.
I was thinking about saying it.
Congrats, MT.
MT.
Joining Heavy Spoilers.
I like Heavy Spoilers.
Yeah.
Good channel.
Check them out as well.
Check them out. Check them out. And then Heavy Spoilers, tell them to check us out. We'll just check each other out.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Oh, not like that.
Oh. Were you thinking about Blue Beetle?
I was thinking about MT and Heavy Spoilers.
Oh. I was thinking about Blue Beetle.
I believe it. George Lopez?
George Lopez. Hunky.
Especially that hair.
Oh, man. It's the goatee that does it for me.
The goatee, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, bye, guys.
Bye.